week in the cryptocurrency space. We are seeing a lot of movement in the cryptocurrency space. There's a lot of discussion around the Ethereum ETF, which a decision has to be made by tomorrow. And then we also have the FIT21, which is the Financial Innovation Technology Act for the 21st century. And so in conjunction with that, with the White House getting involved, cryptocurrency is really starting to become adopted. Now, we don't see that out there. You don't see it in your daily life. However, we are getting closer to that, and I'm going to be explaining why that is. And so I'm going to be going through this in this video. If you enjoy this type of content, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for future content. And as always, this is not financial advice. This is just my personal opinion. And so let's go ahead and check out this here. This was a statement from the administration. And we can see here that they mentioned the administration is eager to work with Congress to ensure a comprehensive and balanced regulatory framework for digital assets, building on existing authorities which will promote the responsible development of digital assets and payment innovation. And so payment innovation is what I'm going to be focusing on, as I think there is a huge amount of work that could be done in the payment industry. Now, the payment infrastructure has not been updated in several decades, and I think that blockchain and cryptocurrencies will have a huge impact on that and can improve the existing system. And so with this being released here, it shows that they are looking into it. They're looking at possibly adopting and adapting to the current payment opportunities out there with cryptocurrencies. And so the cryptocurrency I'm going to be talking about today here is RETIK Finance, and they are focusing on the payment industry. And so right now, if you're holding cryptocurrencies, it's very difficult to spend the cryptocurrencies, right? You may be holding onto the cryptocurrencies, but whether you're actually going to use it and pay for it, right, is one thing to hold it over here, but to actually utilize it and pay, there's a gap that has to be bridged there. It's very difficult and cumbersome to pay in cryptocurrencies today. And so that is what RETIK Finance is focusing on. They're going to have a debit card here that is going to allow you to spend cryptocurrencies. And so we can see they have anonymous transactions without KYC. They have the daily convenience where you can pay for different daily transactions online and offline, from shopping to dining. And then they have global accessibility as well, which allows you to use them abroad. They have transaction efficiency, which is much quicker with the transactions. They have ATM accessibility utilizing the debit card. They also have security, and then they have a rewards program with an airport lounge access, right? And so this is definitely something to look into. I think there's a ton of potential for this, especially if you're looking to actually use your cryptocurrencies, right? And so this is what I'm talking about, real world crypto adoption. And so right now, cryptocurrencies are not adopted, right? Now we're starting to see that really start coming around here. We have not gotten official word that this is going to be implemented into financial institutions, and that is going to take some time. It may take 3 to 5 years, but I definitely think this is being looked into, especially with the Financial Innovation Technology Act of the 21st century being voted on and passing through the House. And so I think that's definitely very bullish for these cryptocurrencies. Now, something else I'd like to mention here is if you'd like to check out HGAlgo. Now, HGAlgo here provides access to information that is typically beyond the reach of the general public. And so this is coming from a well-connected group of influencers in the cryptocurrency space, sharing many different opportunities. And so they have shared many opportunities that have had well over 1,000% returns. And so they have some information from the well-connected group of individuals that they are, and then they share that information for you to make a decision if you're interested in buying these cryptocurrencies. And so definitely make sure to check that out. There will be a link underneath the video. And so let's go ahead and take a look at RETIK here on Dex Screener. We can see this is currently trading at $1.97, and so we're just below $2 there. The market cap is showing at $1.96 billion. Now this is not currently correct. I will be showing what the current market cap is of this cryptocurrency here in a minute. And so we can see here this cryptocurrency is relatively new. This just launched yesterday, so it's about 24 hours old here. And so we can see this cryptocurrency definitely has some potential moving forward, as it is starting to focus on the financial sector. And so we can see this was also listed on many different exchanges yesterday, which is very impressive. We can see here there's 10 different exchanges this cryptocurrency is currently listed on. So definitely make sure to check those out if you are interested. And then let's go ahead and take a look at some of the challenges and limitations of the traditional exchanges in finance, right? And so what would be the reasons that we want to look towards cryptocurrencies or RETIK Finance, and why are they better than the traditional finance systems that we have today? And so there is accessibility barriers, right? There's many people out there that are unbanked or underbanked. They do not have access to basic financial services. there's the intermediaries and fees, right? And so a lot of these fees are extremely high. And so if we're just going from cryptocurrency to cryptocurrency, you might be able to cut out the middleman. They're not taking 2%, 3% of those fees. You can just pay directly, and the transactions can be very cheap and quick with cryptocurrencies. We also have lack of financial control in the traditional system today. There's also limited global transactions, right? Cross-border transactions are often slow and expensive. There's also privacy concerns, is slow innovation, right? We're seeing this today. There is something out there that is better, and that is cryptocurrencies and blockchain. The technology can be utilized to improve all of these challenges that we are seeing today. However, it is not being implemented yet. And so RETIK here is something that is bridging that space between owning cryptocurrencies and actually using the cryptocurrencies. And so that is why I think there's a lot of potential for this moving forward. And so let's go ahead and take a look at their tokenomics here. We can see that the circulating supply at launch is 135 million. So that's about 13.5% of the total supply, which right now at today's price is around a $250 million market cap. So instead of what it is showing here on Deck Screener at a $2 billion market cap, this is the fully diluted value. Now this would mean that if all their tokens were in circulating supply, however, right now it's only at about 13.5%. And so we can see the majority of that is liquidity and listing reserves here. We can see that's 120 million tokens of the 135 million. Now, something else to keep in mind here is the pre-sale vesting. Now, there is a cliff coming up 1 week after the post token generation event, which just happened yesterday, and then they are going to have weekly vesting. So 5% of the total pre-sale allocation, which means 20 million tokens every week, is going to be released, and then the people that got into the pre-sale at 15 cents have the opportunity to sell their tokens. So definitely something to keep in mind. This will be starting on May 29th. And so if we go ahead and head over to Twitter here, we can see that on their Twitter page, they have about 57,000 followers, which is pretty good for a relatively new project that has just launched yesterday with the release of their token. And so this is definitely something to be paying attention to. Make sure to follow them on Twitter here as well if you're looking for the latest information on updates. And now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for future content. And I want to thank RETIK for sponsoring this video. Thanks so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next video.